the crowd. Yep. Please, Avatar.
मेहर
Baba
Baba
बाबा
ki
की
jai.
जय।
Avatar.
अवतार मेहर बाबा की जय।
Avatar Meher
अवतार
ki jai.
मेहर बाबा की जय।
Jai Baba.
Over to you, Pratap ji.
Jai Baba to all of you. Very nice. Now, this is now this program is finalized. That is my first Friday, third
And
Friday. Is
yeah.
it correct? Thank you.
Let's.
Now,
But today is what?
Uh,
Second Friday or third? Today is the third.
today is third Friday.
Yeah.
Today is third Friday.
Yeah.
So now,
it's
before I
first and
start,
third for you. Yeah.
sorry, before I start, I would just like to ask you, Prakash, have you seen that video which Mani has taken out? Your brother Mani, he has taken one. He has made some video. That video is of our trip to Nashik.
Oh
in
no, I didn't see that.
2014. You didn't receive it yet? It's a beautiful.
No, not yet. I didn't see it. I'll ask him.
It's a beautiful, very beautiful, very nice.
Oh.
And for me, actually, it is a lifelong memory now, because in all the programs which were sponsored by Hyderabad Center,
Yeah.
they have
My brother
involved
does
me.
that. Yeah. Funny does that. Yeah. Yeah.
Every time they have involved me, and we have visited Mahabaleshwar, we have visited Panchgani, we have visited Aurangabad, we have visited Nashik. So all these very nice time for all of us. I will just Jai Baba.
Yeah.
I
Jonathan also joined.
I was very fond of find out the places which were connected with Meher Baba's life. In Pune also, we have discovered so many places after till the time this Mandali Baba's brother Jal was there. He used to show us, but then thereafter we have found out certain places of interest in Pune also. Now, this Nashik is a special city where Baba had stayed long time, and he had opened an ashram especially for the Westerners. The early group, Elizabeth Patterson, Norina Matchberry, then Malcolm Sloss, and all those old time people, Baba had opened an ashram in Nashik. I hope you can hear me, no? You can hear me?
Yes, we can.
Fine, thank you.
It's just that we're unable to see you. That's it. But we can hear.
Yes, thank you. So that Baba had opened ashram in the 30s. 33 Baba's birthday was celebrated on a very large scale, where Westerner women were there, and Baba had opened an ashram where he had made all the modern arrangement for the Westerners to stay. There was a row houses, and every amenity was provided therein. And Baba's program used to be, Baba would come stay in Nashik along with the Westerners,
We cannot hear you now, Pratapji. Jai Baba. Looks like some audio issue.
We can hear you, Prakashji.
Yeah, but it's a Pratap. We are unable to hear him, Pratapji. He spoke for some time and suddenly we lost his voice. So we'll have to wait till somebody figures it out there. Yeah, I think now it's coming back. Yeah.
On Baba's day in Nashik, I had become very curious to find out this place. And my eldest son Prashant, who had studied, who had completed his management in HR, human resources development, and he was posted in Nashik. So I usually used to go there, stay there for a couple of days, and come back to Bombay. And I was very keen to find out this place, this ashram. Nobody had any clue about the ashram except a couple of clues. Dolly Dastur had told me that the place was somewhere close to, there was a convent school nearby. And Prashant had told me, my son had told me, that there is a milk dairy close by. On this clue, one morning I told Prashant that I am going to find out this place today. And I went there in the morning. I searched out so many lanes and by lanes and all the roads and everything, but I could not match any place with that I had seen in the film. And ultimately, just to thought that the ashram may be some place which I have visited. Exactly, I could not locate it, but I thought that it may be some place which I have already visited. With that satisfaction, it was getting, lunchtime. I was hungry also, and I was tired also. So I started back to Prashant's house. And when I was waiting for the bus, I found that one person who was selling bananas, he was on the opposite side of the road. And since I was a little bit hungry, I thought of purchasing a couple of bananas and eat. And I went there, I crossed the road and went there. And when I was eating those bananas on the roadside, I asked that person whether he knows any convent school nearby. And he just said, yes, there is a convent school, go a little bit about a furlong and inquire there, you will get it. I had already visited those places, but I could not find out. But then I again went back and I inquired in a shop, provision shop. See, I was working in taxation department. I was working in the taxation department, and we were required to find out very difficult addresses. So I was very much used to find out how to make the inquiries about any address. So I just went to the provision store. I asked him whether he knows any Parsi family, Parsi colony here nearby. And he thought for a while and said that there is no Parsi colony as such, but some Parsis are staying there. And I immediately said I would like to meet them. Please tell me the place. And he said, now you just go a little bit ahead and you will find one workshop where they are making furniture. That furniture workshop belongs to one of the Parsis. If you inquire with the workers, they will show you that Parsis house. And so on this view, I just went there and I went that there were three houses. Two were very just adjacent, close to each other. And the third one was little bit, not very far away, little bit away. Three brothers were staying there in the main, which was a big bungalow. In that, only one person was staying there. Adjacent to that, the youngest one was staying there. There were three brothers, and the middle one was staying little bit away. Now, when I went there to inquire, I knocked the door. One girl answered, "Yes, who is there?" I said, I would like to see the Parsi gentleman. Parsi said, you know, Mayor Baba used to be called as the Mehrwan Seth. So I said that I would like to see Parsi Seth. And she just calls her father and says, Father, somebody wants you outside. That father, instead of coming outside, he just from inside said, who is there? What do you want? I very politely said, kindly come out. I have something to talk to you. And then he came. And then I just introduced myself. And I said that I am just in search of a place where Mayor Baba had his ashram. I have roamed about here, but I could not find. And somebody said that the Parsis are saying they will be knowing about it.
So, Pratapji, we are unable to hear you clearly.
You don't hear?
No, we could hear for some time, but just suddenly we lost the clarity.
I am getting echo also.
Oh, maybe the other device you have, it is on. You have two phones. Yeah.
There is a breaking of voice break.
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear now?
We can, but not very clearly. Earlier
Not
it used to be
very
much
clearly.
better, but maybe either you have to come close or you have
I
to
don't
have
know what is the
headphones.
problem. Just a minute. Some technical problem is there. Hello?
Yeah, Jai Baba.
You can hear, no?
Yeah, we can.
Okay. Thank God. Thank Baba. Now, I went to the bungalow. I don't know why it is coming, it is echo is coming. All right. If you are able to hear it, I will proceed to tell you. Now, the person looked at me and asked me, "Are you Hindu?" I said, "Yes." Then how you are following Meher Baba? I said, "What wrong is there? We take Meher Baba to be a God in human form." And then after this conversation, he asked me whether I know Rustom. I asked him whether you're talking about Adi Keirani's brother. He said, "Yes, I am talking about the same person." And then he said to me, "I am Rustam's son." I was at last Baba has brought me to a correct place. And then I asked him, I would like to see the area where Baba had kept the Western people. Then he said that he asked me to go to his brother, who was a little bit away from that room. I went there. That person is, very willingly came out, and he took me. He showed me the entire area. He showed me where Baba used to come and stay, and he used to all that Westerners had their quarters. That also he showed me, and I was so very excited. I stood in that compound. I recited Parvardigar's prayer, and then very happily I came home. The first thing I told Prashad, we are going to have program, a public program in Nashik. Now you have to find out a place. There was one person, he is still there, by name Prabhakar Rao Patil. And that Patil is Baba lover. Now just imagine, Baba had his ashram in 30s. In 30s he had ashram. And this I am talking about the year 90. After 30 years. After 60 years. Such a long time. And then they kept on searching for a place. Now I could not sit quiet in Mumbai. The next week, I again came to Nashik, took Patil and went out in search of some halls where we can have a public program. So many halls we have seen, and ultimately we came to the same area, which was very close to the ashram site. There was a marriage hall, and we didn't invite. The owner was sitting there, and we inquired whether we can have that hall on hire for 1 day, 1 night and 1 day. He charged a fantastic amount, which was not affordable for us. And we started out. And he called us inside. Why you are going away? Without telling me anything. And we told him that the amount which you have charged will not be affordable for us. So there is no use spending our time. He said, what for you want this hall? And we told them that said, we want to have such a such program. And then he said, you should have told me before. And then he charged us. He said, whatever you want to pay, you can pay. And you can use this hall. Now see, after in 30s Babadi's ashram, and this is happening in 90. The program was arranged, the date was fixed, and just see, right from 30s up to 90, in spite of the fact that Baba had an ashram there and he has worked there, there was no activity in Nashik. And after so many years, we were having this program. I went with my wife, we stayed with my son, his wife was there, and we made all the arrangements for 1 night halt and practically full-day program. Everything was arranged. Handbills were printed. They were distributed. And just before the program day, from the 1 day before, it started raining. Raining so heavily. My God, I said, what is going to happen about the program now? In my heart of hearts, I was praying, Baba. And just it kept on raining on the day of program also. all the arrangements, the final touches, the mic arrangement and everything was to be done, and that was being done. And the rain is pouring actually. Water is pouring. And just at about 11 o'clock in the morning, I stood before Baba's picture at his house, at Prashant's house, and prayed to Baba. Baba, now everything is in your hand. Program will be conducted. Whatever may happen, there may be people to listen to the program, or there may not be any people, but we will have that program here. The thought in my mind was, after about 2 weeks or so, there was going to be a Kumbh Mela. Kumbh Mela is very auspicious day. It is being held at 4 places in India. So this is one of the places. It is called Ardha Kumbh Mela, means partial, not the full Kumbh Mela. We know that during new life, it was during Kumbh Mela that Baba had contacted so many sadhus. He had put his head on their feet, and he was contacting around 1,000 people, sadhus, every day. That was in Rishikesh,
Haridwar.
That was in Haridwar. Anyway, now with this prayer, when I went to the hall, believe me, the water was up to my waist. I walked through that water. All my clothes were wet, and people were expected from Mumbai and from Pune. And we were waiting. Prakash, you can hear me, no? You can hear me?
And we
Oh,
can
fine.
we
Yes.
can see you.
So,
Yeah, we can hear and
And
hear you
see.
much
Thank you.
better. Much better. Yeah.
Thank you. So, we had lunch there. We were waiting for the Bombay people and Pune people. Now look at the situation. In Bombay also there is heavy rain. Bombay also there are heavy rains, and it is a speciality of Mumbai that any rain will stop all the activities in Bombay. Everywhere there will be clouding of water and flowing water, gutters and water, and roads will be all flooded with water. That was the situation in Mumbai. And that particular day, it had rained very heavily. One bus and one jeep of Baba people, one bus, full bus, and one jeep, they started from Mumbai. They started from Mumbai and they crossed the borders of Mumbai, and the whole Bombay was stopped. All the traffic and everything was stopped. These people had come out, and with so much of difficulties, they have come to the hall. One bus and one jeep from Pune. One bus full of passengers, Baba people, that started on the way. There was a big nala, a water flow, and the water was flowing on the road. The road was not, in fact, visible. But somehow the driver made a daring. He drove through the water, and the bus came safe. It was very dangerous if they had taken, but that bus came out safe. And both the people from Mumbai and people from Pune, they reached at that hall. We spent one night there. It was the marriage hall. That is why they had all sorts of arrangements. So one night we spent there, and the next day, in the evening, we had a program. Believe me, the local people also had come. What the thought which I had in my mind is that there is going to be a Kumbh Mela. The program will go on. There may be people or may not be people. The program, as it is decided, it will take place. And a strange thought which came to my mind is that when we sing Baba's glory here, when we sing Baba's name here, that name will go in the atmosphere, and the saintly persons who will be attending this Mela, Kumbh Mela, they will receive that name. They will receive that name. That's what my idea was there, and that is why I was pushing up the program in whatever circumstances. We had to face a lot of difficulties, but then the program was so very nice and so very beautiful, a very memorable time, memorable program. The next morning, one of the three brothers, we had invited the three brothers. Rustum's three sons were there. We had invited the whole family. They attended the program. In fact, they had raised doubts when myself and this Prabhakar Patil, when we went there to invite them, they said in such a rain whether the program is going to take place. I said whatever may happen, the program will be there. So all the three brothers along with their wives, one had no, he was unmarried. The eldest one was unmarried. The three had come. One of them gave a talk also, and we had such a grand program. That was after, in the 30s, it was Nashik ashram was there, and this program took place in 90s. In between time, there were no program whatsoever. There may be Baba people like Prabhakar or Patil, but then no such an activity had taken place. But since that time, they had a lot of programs in Nashik. One person by name Gharad, he was working in the airplane company, jet company. He was engineer, and then he had arranged some programs at his place. Then in Prabhakar Rao Patil also had arranged some programs. Not only that, but from Nashik to Mehrabad, we had arranged a Padayatra, walk from Nashik to Mehrabad. This is very a strange phenomena, I would say. In Nashik, apart from this particular ashram site, now that place has been purchased by a builder. There are buildings now, but still some portion is there still. Then there is Circle Cinema, where Baba used to the Rustum. He had some activity there. There was a motor garage also. Ramju and all the people used to work there. So that Circle Cinema is another place of interest for the Baba Raos to see. Then close by, there is a Panchvati. Panchvati is a place where Lord Ram, during his period of exile, he had stayed with his wife and his younger brother Lakshman. There are several such places which are connected with the life of Ram, especially the Ravan had picked up and allowed to be taken away Sita, Ram's wife. So many places, connected with that life of Ram. Then there is a Bhor Ghat. This Bhor Ghat is a very special place in the sense that it is on the high mountain. There is a cave. You can see from the down the cave. Upasni Maharaja had sat there for 11 months. Without food and water, doing tapasya. And when it is said that when he felt very much thirsty, one day he was feeling very thirsty, the water from the mountains, it oozed free within that cave, and he could drink that water and survive. There are beautiful stories about that. When he came, thereafter he left that place and came down. But when he came down, there is a village by name Gavalwadi. Gaudi means the community which maintains cows. Krishna's community, Lord Krishna's community. They are maintaining cow. So that Gavalwadi, Baba had, sorry, Upasni was had there, and when he Upasni left that place and came down, there was a well, and he wanted to drink water, but then the ladies which were filling water, they thought that it is a ghost which is coming because he was so weak and actually a skeleton. And they thought that I mean, they thought that this is a ghost which is coming. They ran away from there. But then, after some time, they they took courage and inquired about him. Then they took him to the village. They fed him. They gave him bath and everything, and they treated him nicely. So they have created one temple there in that village in the name of Upasni Maharaj. Now about that cave, there is a very important story about that cave. Once Upasni Maharaj took Merwan and Patil. Patil was in Pune. He was a very old-time person, a very staunch follower. In fact, he had come in contact with Sai Baba. He had seen Babajan and he had served Upasni Maharaj. And from Upasni Maharaj, he came to Meher Baba. Such a very special person. He was the first president of Pune Center. Now this Patil and Merwan, Upasni Maharaj took them and walking through the mountains and all this area, Upasni Maharaj took them to that cave. And Upasni Maharaj said to Merwan, Merwan, this is a cave. I had sat there for 11 months. Upasni Maharaj himself told, taking Mirman and Patil to that tree. And then they came to that village, Gaurvadi. And this story goes, the history says that Upasni Maharaj sent Patil to bring something for eating, some food for eating. And that time, there was a Shiv temple, Lord Shiva's temple. It is said that Upasni Maharaj and Merwan, these two perfect masters, were sitting together. Our K.K. Ramakrishnan, the secretary of Poona Center, he used to say that may have been the time when Upasni Maharaj might have handed over the whole charge to Merwan. After quite some time, Patil came, it was getting dark, and Upasna Maharaj asked him whether you were afraid of walking through the dark. He said, yes, I was a little bit afraid of that. There was what was there to be afraid of? I was right in behind you. So that particular place, which is called Bor Ghat, it is visible from down. Upper side now it is in the charge of the military. They don't allow anybody. But then, even then, if you look at that cave, it's just impossible for one to reach there. It is such a steep slope. From upper side also, it is not very easy way. We only saw from down below, we saw that from a distance. I had very strong desire to visit, but then they said that nobody is allowed to go there. And of course, thereafter, when I saw from a distance, I thought that it is just impossible to reach there. Now, in that cave, after quite some years, Meher Baba, Merwan, Merwan Seth, he wanted to go in seclusion. He wanted to go sit in seclusion. That's in other places also, but ultimately, Meher Baba selected this place, the same Borghat cave, for his seclusion. And Baba sat there for 40 days. One Baba lover by name Sayyid Sahib, he was kept as a guard. He was at little distance. There was some shade was there for him to stay. And Baba was in the cave. And every day, this Sayyid Sahib goes down, he brings milk for Baba. And like that, Baba stayed there for 40 days. When after completion of this 40 days seclusion, when Baba came out, the Sayyid Sahib, looking at Baba's glorious face, he was just taken aback and thought, this person is someone very great person. About Mir Baba, he thought. And then he had a house in Nashik. When they came down, he made a proposal that this Mirwan Seth name is not a suitable name for a spiritual personality like that. So there should be some other name. And then Baba asked him to invite people, Baba people from Pune, Patil and some other people. They arrived, and there was a little small function of giving a name to Merwan, naming ceremony. And the Meru Baba, somebody said some decent that, and ultimately Sayyid Saib himself suggested this name Meher Baba, and Baba and all the people, they agreed to that, and thereafter Merwan had become Mer Baba. So that story is there. So this Nashik is, then there is a one old time a religious place. It is called Trembakeshwar, and so many stories about this place. They are this very important place as regards the Hindus are concerned. People had these rishis and munis. They had come and stayed there, and Baba had taken all the Westerners to that place, Trembakeshwar. So that is also one of the place which is of interest for Baba lovers to visit. It's a beautiful place. And when I went there along with the Hyderabad people, we had collected all this information, and then we had discussed, we had uh, narrated the whole stories about this place. So a very special place. Nasik is very special place, and Prakash's younger brother by name Faninath. He had taken a video then, and he had brought out a very beautiful documentary. That is, I was asking Prakash whether he has seen that. He has not yet received it.
No.
Anyway, it's a very nice time for us.
Pratapji, one question.
Yes, please.
When did Baba do the 40-day seclusion in Bhorghat cave? Which year?
No, I won't be able to tell you right now.
Is it early 20s or late 20s or much later?
I don't. It must be it will be wild guess, in fact.
That's okay. No problem.
We'll have to exactly find out when Baba has. There is one person from he's not in US, perhaps his name is. I am sorry, bad in remembering names. Some people have taped. Anyway, Prakash I'll just find out when Baba had done that seclusion.
No problem.
But that was very important aspect of Baba's working.
Yeah.
Similarly, we had visited Aurangabad also. Similarly, we had visited this Mahabaleshwar also. Similarly, we had visited this Panchagani also. Now, people have already proposed to Funny, that he should also make documentaries of those visits also. This is a very, what should I say, very memorable time for us. Those were the days when I got much involved in Hyderabad and also Nizamabad.
My mother was also in that trip.
Trips were taken out. The whole family of N.S. Prakash Rao, they used to accompany. Prakash's brothers, they used to come, and we had a very, very nice time. Very nice time. But apart from that, all the trips have become so very memorable trips for us. We can never forget that. Now, one after the other, perhaps they will think of making documentary of those films which have been taken that time. But then, believe me, we have visited such places which were until then not known to people. This Rahuri Ashram, nobody knew that place, Rahuri Ashram. And whenever anybody tried to visit, the drivers in Mehrabad, they used to show them some other places. And when we visited there, I tell you, it's just, I won't say it is a coincidence, but it is Baba's grace. When we visited, all the with Hyderabad people, when we visited this place, that person had shown us somewhere else. But the picture which I had seen in the film, it was not matching with that, and I said, no, it cannot be this place. The Rahuri ashram must be somewhere else. And making little of making inquiries with the old names, we found out the exact place. I tell you, the exact place where Baba had his mastashram. There is a big tree right in the entrance. There is big compound. Big field, and right in the front of that there was a big tree. Under that tree, Baba is to serve these musts. Baba had must ashram there. He used to shave them. He used to give them bath and all that under that tree. So that tree had there in the picture of my mind. And when I inquired in the vicinity, they said this is the place. And exactly that place was the same place where Baba had his ashram. And the person who was closely connected with that place, he not only told us about that Baba's stay there, but he had also shown that spot where Baba's Rahuri cabin was there. He took us inside and showed that here Baba's Rahuri cabin was here. It's by accident. It is said to be by accident, but it was pre-planned by Meher Baba. Such places which were not, nobody had visited earlier, that we could visit, I could visit along with the Hyderabad people. And that is really a memorable time for me and for them also. We had a really wonderful time. We had visited Toka also. I had said about Toka. Toka, from the road, one has to walk through the field, agricultural field. There is a big grass up to the height of a person. And very narrow way with big stones here and there. One has to walk through the field, and there is a small structure which is still there. That is right from Baba's time. That also we had found out. That time we had crossed the river and went there. And once when we went from the roadside, opposite of that river, there is a bridge now. So just close to that bridge, there is a way going inside. That time when I walked along with the people, one old woman, she was limping a little bit. I had thought that she will not follow us because the road was so very rough and very difficult to maintain one's balance walking through the rough road. I thought that she will not dare to come with us. But that courageous woman, when we reached there, after little time, not much time, it may be about 5-7 minutes. What I found was that woman had followed us and she had reached there. And that woman was Prakash's mother. I can never forget that moment. I can never forget that moment, that incident. So when I look back to all these visits to different places, I feel surprised that how Baba has made me visit all these places. I have several places in Hamirpur. I have visited several places in Andhra. I went up to Dehradun and Masuri. Hey, just a unimaginable happenings in my life. And I really very much thankful to Baba. These are the memories, golden days, along with the days which we spent with Baba in Guruprasad. From Pune, now, in fact, I had started the subject of my life with in Baba's contact, how I came. But this was a little diversion, because since that video had come to my notice yesterday, I saw it. I was very much excited to find it. It's really very exciting.
It's beautiful, beautiful. Yeah.
All the people who were accompanying. Now this Pandavleni, I forgot to tell you about Pandavleni. That is also close to Nashik. It is the, what do you call, a cave wherein there are statues and carvings and sculptures like Ellora. So that these places, all these places that we have found out and we have visited, somehow somehow Baba has given me that fortune to visit so many places of importance. And practically wherever he has worked, wherever he has visited, wherever he has worked, many places I could visit. In Dehradun also, I could visit those places, right up to the Meher Mafi. Meher Mafi also we have seen. Then in Dehradun, in Masuri, so many places. So this is a very nice time for me. And the best one, of course, was incomparable, was our our closeness with Baba in Guruprasad. That was a very special time in our life. Now I think our time is over. We'll meet after in between next to next week.
Yes.
Anything from your side, please? Prakash, I will just find out when Baba had gone in seclusion.
Yeah, no, thank you.
You can also find out it.
Yes. And I was about to say that you're so fortunate, like you said. You see,
I am really, I
places.
feel I really feel myself to be fortunate.
I've
Even when they went there, when I went to US, see how the things happen. When I had a program in Los Angeles, the first time when I visited, I had program in Los Angeles. I requested that this is my lifetime opportunity to come to US. So I would like to visit Myrtle Beach on my own. And I sent a message through the people in Los Angeles that I want to visit Myrtle Beach. And what they did is they sent me airway tickets with the message that why he should spend, we will sponsor his visit. And when I reached there, one by name Marshall and his wife Mimi, they both had come to the airport. And where they took me first to a seashore where Elizabeth had her bungalow, where after the accident, Baba had stayed there. Baba rested there. This is just a very rare thing. In fact, I don't think it is on their own. Just took me there and showed me that it was somebody there. Then I could not enter inside, but then they showed me from outside, and I was really excited when I looked to that. So such things has happened. The things have happened even without my expecting it. So it is all a Baba-ful life. I am really very, very thankful to Baba. Anything else from your side?
Not from me, but anybody? Any questions, thoughts?
Yeah, Pratap,
Yes,
I still want to know more about what Ghani has shared about his time with Baba. The
yes.
humor, because this is such a great advent that we need the humor. We need that humor. You helped him with that book, 20 Years with Meher Baba. Did you help Dr. Ghani? The book? Yeah. So, yeah, I want to hear more about what he shared. And, for Baba to say that when Ghani died, no one could do what he did for him. I mean, wow. Oh. No one.
I know how loyal his heart was.
Yeah.
That is Baba has said.
Wow.
And there is much which only Dr. Gani could do for me.
Yeah.
Now he is no more now. It all falls on my head.
Yeah.
Such a wonderful. Sometime there was a one question which was being discussed here. When Baba says, if somebody passes away, during Baba's time, this information used to be carried to Baba, and Baba would say that he has come to me. So the question was raised as to what Baba means by he has come to me. Anyway, this is for what that this is a question I'm putting before you. If you feel like discussing it next time, we'll do that.
Yeah, of course. No,
But
that'd be
then,
nice to know. Yeah.
Yes.
yes,
Yeah.
he has come
And
to
like,
me.
yeah, and as part of your story, your life story with Baba, you can include all Ghani's episodes because
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm going to. I was just going to tell that. I was just going to tell it. That is
Yeah.
nice and nice.
Yeah.
I am going to repeat it again.
Yeah.
Oh, please.
Definitely.
Here,
Yeah.
Rosalie wants to know a lot more about Ghani.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
please. Yes, please.
In
Yes,
fact,
please. Nice.
when I came today, I
Yes,
had it in
yes.
mind. I said I can't miss it because I have this expression. I'm going to wring you out. You know, like you get every drop, every drop. Yeah, never too late, never too early, just in time.
So thank you,
They are
Pratap.
really.
We will
We will
let
do
you
that.
go this time.
Prakash will do that next time.
Yeah,
Since
yeah.
next time I will just resume that. I know where I had left, but I will proceed further,
Yeah.
including all these stories about Dr. Gen.
Good, good.
So,
They are very enjoyable time. When I was in Myrtle Beach, once I said that this story I have already told you people. Many people have heard about it. So one woman, her name was Linda, I think. She said, Pratap, any number of times you repeat this story, we will enjoy
Yes, yeah,
it.
true.
Yes.
Yeah.
I had a very good time. I had still a very good time in the US. Oh, wonderful time. Gradually, I will be coming to that also.
Pratap, Baba did say that America would lead the world spiritually, but first we will have to be awakened. So, I mean, we need all we can hear. We need all we can hear, Pratap, because that's it's not awakened yet, as far as I can tell. But
Yeah.
yeah, these may be the golden days. We have to get what we get. Yeah. Yeah. And the West is too materialistic.
Yes.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
did you see that film where Purdom is interviewing Meher Baba in 1932? And he says, the
Yes.
West is too material. And then he said, I see all the great religions tottering. And then there's that three-legged dog walking
Yeah.
in the so even symbolically tottering. Yeah.
That's a great observation. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Every time I see that, I watch that film. I love it because Baba is so beautiful.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
so beautiful.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that he had memorized the questions because he could not follow that Baba rapid fast on the alphabet board. No way, Yeah.
Yeah, but with the way he says, as if he's reading from the the alphabet board that Baba is pointing to. But he did a great job. Puram did a great job there.
You don't think he memorized it? Anyway, it doesn't matter. it happened. But
Prakash, the question which I had put, I mean, that's open, that Baba, if somebody passes away, Baba says that he has come to me.
Yeah.
But when I was going through some of the incidents about Gadekar, Baba had said specifically that he has achieved Chinmay Mukti. That word Baba used, Chinmay Mukti. About his father, Baba said, I have given him Mukti. Mukti means free from birth and death.
Yeah.
But
and what is Chinmaya Mukti?
Chinmay Mukti means perhaps it is a continuous enjoying that state of Mukti.
Oh, Chinmaya, yeah. Good.
Chinmay Mukti.
Yeah. At this time, Pratap ji, thank you so much. We'll wait for your stories after next week. Next week, we'll have
Yes.
speaking.
Yes. So for today,
yeah.
Jai Baba.
Thank you. And we'll all say Avatar Meher Baba ki Jai 3 times.
Yes, please.
Avatar
Meher Baba ki Jai. Avatar Meher Baba ki Jai. Avatar Meher Baba ki Jai.
Baba Kudaji.
Thank you, Pratap ji.
Thank you.
Jai Baba. Jai Baba.
Jai Baba.
Jai Baba.
Jai Baba.